Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to repair my van. I need to replace the cooling fans on the front. Whilst away, had a technical fault, fired up an engine fault on the dash. I managed to clear that with I'll just show you, one of these, just to get myself home. Once I knew what the code was, I knew it wasn't too much of a problem. All I needed to do was replace the fuse that had blown and then just not turn on the air conditioning. So I got home and it was okay. So I'm going to show you with this what code came up. So down the side, the right hand side of the steering wheel, down the bottom here is the OBD2 socket for the reader to be plugged into. You have to remove this little panel, which just held in with a couple of screws, and the bottom just latches in. I've already took that off when I came home from holiday, so I just need to plug my reader into that. As you can see, I've plugged the reader in, got my keys in ready to go, and my reader is now powered up. So I'll just go into engine, fault find, and I need to turn my ignition on. Should have turned my ignition on first, really. Takes a little while for it to read it. So down here it says it's got a permanent fault code, okay, and a pending code. So come out of that. It says here read codes, read that, current DC code, and this is what it came up with. Like so. So it's so that's what I got. I knew I had to replace the fan, or at least have a look what the fault was. It could have been a wiring problem, could have been anything like that. But because it blew the fuse, I sort of guessed that it might have been more electrical, as in the motor. So I checked the motor first. Lucky enough, I hit jackpot straight away, and the motor had damage. It was damaged. The fan was almost hanging off. I'll show you when I take the unit out, and you'll see what I was on about. So let's get on and start removing all the bits to get the fan unit out. So to gain access to the fans, which are down here, we need to remove both the lights, the front parts of the grille, this cross member here, just to release the fan from the other side. Okay, to remove the light, we need a torque bit, and it is a VT30, and we've got a bolt up here and a bolt down here. So let's just get these off. One. Two. Once they're both out of the way, the whole unit slides inwards towards the engine bay, which is like that, and then that comes out the slots that are on the side here and down the front here, and you can lift. Okay, so once you've slid it in, unclipped it, we've got the wires on the back. This little grey clip just pushes outwards, and as it's pushed across, it pulls away like so. That's it. That's how easy it is to remove one of the lights. So the next bit to come off is the grille face. It's just this dark section here, because these are separate items here. So on the top here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts to undo. They're the same torque wrench. That's that. So just take this off. Just like that. Right, so we've removed the front part of the grille. We just need to take these bolts off the top here, which are bolted through to this cross member. Again, same size. So that's released that from the cross member. Okay, to make it a little bit easier to get in, I'm going to start unbolting the front edge. So along the front edge here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 down either side. I've already taken this side out. It's just so I can just bend it out of the way. Get a better at that. They're the same size. It like so. So now I can get to this. Now we've got 3 10mm bolts either side to undo. Okay, so we need to remove this piece of plastic here that's for the air filter. So it's just got a couple of screws that go in here like so. Just undo them. There's one this side and one just underneath here. Now with this cross member removed or loose, it makes it a little bit easier to get to this one underneath. So wait until this point before you remove it, and it'd make life just that tiny bit easier. There it is. Okay. Okay, so just pop that off of the air filter housing, and fiddly as it is, try and get this piece of tube out. Alright, it's not out, but it's out of the way. It's still in there. Right. So you just need to remove this cable here, which comes all the way around. It's for the bonnet catch. So little pry bar. Pull them out. One. That's that one. Out of the way, and then if you can see, we've got this one here. It's already unclipped. It's obviously unclipped itself, and this one, and the one further around you can't see, it's out of shot. Now, so to get this cross member out of the way, just gonna unplug the bonnet sensor. Just feed it through the back there. Now we've already taken part of it off across the back here. It's a little bit of a fiddly beast, but I'm sure it'll come out. Right, I was just a bit frightened of damaging that cable, so that's this completely out of the way. Okay, so this just runs across the top of the unit, so just pop them off like so. So that gets that out of the way. Like so. So now we should be free to unclip the unit. Okay, so this unit is held in just by this little clip here. So if we get my hand in there, just push that clip in and lift it up. That's one side. And the clip this side and lift upwards like so. Right, so that's it loose. It just needs to lift it up. Now, seems a little bit tight at the minute. So, can I wriggle it around? I can. Let's give it a little twist. Like so. Careful not to hit anything. There we go. Okay, so that's that out. And there she is. Now, the one that was causing all the issue is this one. If you have a look at it, if you come closer, if you have a look, you just hear that. There you are. She's ruined. And here is my new fan. Okay, so there are some slight differences, but other than that, looks like they've got some sort of mounting holes here, but they don't have them. They've got them obviously here, but they're slightly different. But other than that, I think it's absolutely identical. I have checked it already. So let's get it put in. Okay, let's get this fan back in, the new fan. Slowly feed it down, give it a little wriggle. Like so. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Now, if you remember how it came out, it was just them clips at the top. Now there are some clips at the bottom that need to line up first before we put the top ones in. So I'll just take you for a little drive. Don't know if you can see. This is the bottom one, so you need to line that one up, and this, if you can see it, is the top one. Okay, so bottom one in, top one in, then give it a little push just to clip it in. Like that. And then we do the same. Not sure if you can see this side. Try and help. Right, the one at the bottom there. Push that in. Needs to come across a little bit. In like that. And that's that. She's in. Cool. Okay, let's pop this back in. One there. 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 And there. That's it. That's that. Good. Next is the wiring harness. So these ones are broken. Well, I'm going to need to get a couple of cable ties, but the ones for over here are okay. Okay, so let's plug this one in like so. Find the little hole for the clip in there. That's that one. Like that. That one there, like that. Okay, so I'll plug that one in there. Oh, there's a little hole there for the receive that, and then there's another one up there to receive that one. So that's that in. Okay, let's put the cross member back in. So let's remember which way it goes. That way. In there like that. Now before I start bolting that back in, I'm going to get my little cable and start feeding it back in through here. That's it. Through there. It's a little bit fiddly, but I think it's worth it taking it out. I was just a bit nervous, this cable's very thin, so I didn't want to put any pressure on it. So plug that one in. There we go. And then clip him in there. Perfect. So now start to bolt these back down. So it's probably already it's a good idea to keep everything loose. Just get them started off. Swing that one back. Then just line this up. Let's see. That's that one. And last one on there. That's that one. Right. That. That's that. That's that one. Okay, so let's put the grill back in. Clip that in. Clip that in. Like so. Okay, so that's that in. So let's put this in. So this is just a matter of location and these lugs that hold it in. Like so. Okay, so that's this clipped in, so we just need to bolt this in now. Okay, so let's get this back in. This is the air filter. Okay, so let's get the light back in. Let's just line it up, push it in. That's that. Remember that these have to come inwards and slide back out. The reverse of what we had. Like so. Then we've got this one for the top. I'll just adjust the camera slightly for the top. So I'll just start it off with my hand first. Like so. Perfect. And then I'll find the other bolt. There's the other one. That comes down here. I'm sure you can't see. Can you see it now? Yes. Just like so. That's the light in. It's nice and secure. Let's move on to the other side. But before I put the other one in, I've got something else to do. Okay, so the reason why the engine light warning light kept coming up was because it kept blowing a fuse, so it was an incomplete circuit. So in here there are some big fuses which I'm going to need to replace one of them. Now I replaced one while I was away just to get home, and that was this one just here, I believe. There we go. See if you can see that. That's blown. So I've got another one, obviously. So we'll just push that in. So that should be that. Pop this back in. Push them, little twist, push and twist, push and twist. That's it. That's that in. Now it's time for the light to come back in. Okay, the same as the other side. It's easier now to put the cables on the back of the light while it's out. Clip it in. Remember, start from the inside and slide it out. It slots in. Top one. Not with my hands. That's one, and then last one is down here. Let's get the light out of the way. Out of the way. Into here, like so. Yeah, good. And ta-da! That is that done. So that's all in. Just double check that that's okay. That's all right. They're okay. I'm not sure if you can see, but that all looks good down there. Cable's in. That one's in. That's clipped in from there. Their cable tied in. Ow. Love hitting my head. Right, that's all down there. That's all in. That's done up. Fuses changed. Lights are in. Grille's in. Fabulous. Right. Let's go inside and clear the fault and see if we continue to get a fault, which I'm positive we're not going to. Okay, so ignition on. So as you can see there, the warning light is still on. That's fine. We'll read it. Like I say, it takes a little while. There we go. It's got a permanent fault. We're okay with that. So we just check that it's the same fault. There it is, same fault. So let's go back, go down, erase codes. Not sure if you can see that. Let's erase codes. Are you sure? I am. So that should clear the code. Okay. Right. So we turn the ignition off. We escape out of that. Okay. Come up to here. And start her up. There we go. She's fixed. Now I can put it in for its MOT, because it was due an MOT on the 25th. It's now the 26th, so it was due yesterday, but I couldn't actually put it in for an MOT because you can't put a vehicle in for an MO2 when it's got a warning light on. So there we go. I am hot and bothered. It is quite warm today, not as bad as it has been, but I'm really chuffed with that. That's that fixed. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. I think it's worth it. And I'll catch you in the next episode of Excitement. See you later. Bye bye.